Gade ki jan ap mache, gade ki jan ap chèche demen. Nou pa mèm gen kouraj, mélange la ap desan, pou ban nou kouraj.
In the layers of light, the spectrum of infinite frequency sparkle into and out of particularized existence in the infinite fields of love. Science is beginning to understand the scalar wave entities in spatial quantum fields as the geometrical nexus of being that holds and nourishes the soul and spirit life forces of infinite divinity and finite reality. As the doorway opens, it is through the first harmonic the great wave moves forth. It is centered within the resident space of the macrocosm of the Milky Way and guided through the directional alignment and magnetism of Andromeda. You are found in the spirit of this union to seek to know the place of beginnings, of the first word, of the consciousness of the electron and the love of the quark that holds light in the fields of experience and beauty. As teachers, we know the end and the beginning of the experience, the journey that you are on. We have moved through this path and see your point of progress and commend your desire to achieve the freedom of knowledge and the joy of this accomplishment will bring. All moves towards greater expansion on levels of extension following the pull of the center of the universe to the upward motion of life's guided focus. The aperture or lens through which you perceive reality is regulated upon an energy of packets that hold 6 quanta of measurement like a connected string or infinite magnetic loop that is required so that you may record within your intelligence or software system a symbol. Each symbol creates from a packet of these 6 energy pulsations or harmonics to create the resonant spherical wave entities. The sound is the first dimensional grouping as the tone expresses itself. The next phase is the first overtone, that is the centering between the bipolar tone that is struck, and it becomes the first and central harmonic, and the creator creates the creation that fills the waves of being manifest as life from the experience of the first wave. Sound and mathematics operate in unison along the pathway of harmonic attunement. Through vibration, all is manifest as the reality of all being is vibration. The intuitive understanding of concepts are brought to your mind in the same way that a string is touched between 2 poles to make a vibratory frequency. The vibration is singular and in 2-dimensional form looks to rise and fall, as in a standing wave pattern, yet on another level it creates a circular expression of sound extending outward like a spinning orbital body producing a magnetic charge. The vibration produces a toroidal field that spins in counter-rotating harmonics of dissonance and harmony. The dissonant points produce a negative charge, while the harmonic points increase and produce positive charge or motion. So where the dissonance charges create static, discord, conflict, and abrasion or friction, the other moves into a positive dynamic movement towards growth, division, and appreciation. Harmonic dissonance is discovered to be tensor movement of the static charge to release energy into motivation. The effect is to create resistance to charge the system with momentum off the negative resistance. In the field of physics, the operation of resonant spherical wave entities or electrons and quarks function in reverse symmetry. Electrons move at the speed of light in charged atmospheres that have bipolar magnetism. Quarks operate in speeds that are absolute and square the speed of light and function within protons and neutrons as field labyrinths. They are the substructure of dark matter and gravity and exist as the topological ground or foundation of being. The colors or flavors are essential to their manifestations of the infinite spectrum of variability for the harmonic tonal expression of electrons and motions that function as the particularized or attainable standing wave entities. Particles do not exist. They are mere pictures of time and space quanta that have a field consistency that allows sentient beings to calculate or perceive their continuity. This is not illusion, although it is the field of illusion which manifests their being. The field of illusion is the infinite wave spectrum or dark matter that elicits quark radiance to fulfill substance reduction and expression of electron packets in continuous temporal streams of spatial quark backdrop of fourth-dimensional cinematic sacred geometric space. Through seventh-dimensional tonal mathematical thought form accretion, the inspiration of spiritual creators come into form for the manifestation of all that becomes substance and temporal experience. Within the aperture of the focal point of the toroidal center point, central sun, graviton nucleoid, space-time meridian, or the central void point nexus, the seed point of life exists at the fractal resolution within this infinite finite dynamic counterbalance. The vibration point wherein the absolute is equally balanced and the point at which the light emanates in the single stream to and from itself is the focus of the oneness of being.